and welcome back to another Artifact Corner. Today we will be looking at a Victorian table knife made by Jospeh Rodgers and Sons, Cutlers to Her Majesty. The knife likely belonged to either Betsey Delord Swetland, who lived until 1870, or her granddaughter and her husband, who lived in the home from the early 1860s through to 1913. The knife is made of steel and the handle is very likely bone or ivory. This would have been part of an expensive set, as this manufacturer has been highly sought after for hundreds of years. Let's learn a bit more about the Rodgers and Sons Cutlery Company. Here is a quote from a book titled Under 5 Sovereigns, which is a history of Rodger's cutlery. The trademark, which is known all over the world, is the six-pointed star and the Maltese cross. This was originally granted in 1682 to a William Berks, and in 1724 was let to John Rodgers, and finally in 1764 was confirmed to the firm by the Cutlers Company of Sheffield. The company started by making penknives, but by about 1800 they started to make more and varied types of cutlery. They also made razors for shaving, and they began making scissors. Through all the years, the firm has never lacked a lineal descendant of the Rodgers family in its management. As in the opening years of the 19th century, the head of the firm was Jospeh Rodgers, who died in 1821, aged 79 years, and left 4 sons in the business. In that year, the first royal warrant was granted, and it came about in quite a curious way. It is related by Dr. A. Gaddy in his book Sheffield Past and Present as follows. In 1821, Mr. Stuart Wortley, then Member of Parliament from Yorkshire and afterwards created Lord Wardenlife, undertook to present Mr. John Rodgers to the Prince Regent at Carlton House. When he exhibited to the Prince a minute specimen of cutlery, and in return received the honor, by special appointment, of the firm being made cutlers to the royal family. In the 1860s, they began expanding their manufacturing, and in the 1880s, they opened their first showroom in London. The list of their clientele is a who's who of notable Victorians. This is a list of names from their guest book. King Edward VII and Queen Alexandra, then Prince and Princess of Wales, in 1875, Albert Victor, Duke of Clarence, King George V, and Queen Mary in 1895, then the Duke and Duchess of York, the Shah of Persia, Aziz Khan, in 1889, Prince Leopold, Duke of Albany, in 1879, the Duke of Teck in 1894, Crown Prince Rudolph of Austria, General Grant. It is notable that he was listed as general and not president, so the visit must have been before he was elected president, and many of the princes of India. Rodgers and Sons continued into the 20th century, still making very high-quality cutlery. In 2005, 2 people started a knife sharpening business in a utility room in San Francisco and called it Bernal Cutlery. The business grew, and sometime after that, we tried to find an actual date, but we couldn't narrow it down. They purchased the Rodgers and Son cutlery. Meanwhile, Rodgers and Sons is still made in Sheffield, England. Our Victorian table knife has seen better days, but is ultimately still in good condition. The rust is only surface and can happen in humid climates like the Northeast can be. The handle is in lovely condition and harkens back to the company's peak manufacturing days of the mid-Victorian period. We are so lucky to have this piece in our collections. Thanks so much for stopping by.